Hi friends, welcome to Ahilu Arts channel. This is Uma. In this video, we are going to make this beautiful yet simple Ganesha wall hanging. Okay, we all know that coming Saturday is Ganesh Chaturthi. So for that, I have done this Ganesh wall hanging. You can use this as a wall hanging as well as you can attach it to the frame or cardboard, and you can make it as a photo frame also. Okay, so it's totally up to you, and these beadworks are also optional. We will be doing this as a six part, 1 2 3 4 5 6 separate parts, and we are going to attach it everything together. Okay, it's very simple and very easy to make. Okay, even though if you are a beginner, you can make one of these and have it in your puja, which will make it really special and authentic. Okay, so this one I have done with the 3 ply yarn with 4 mm hook. So it was so thin yarn and it is coming so small. Okay, now I am going to use 5 mm hook with 4 ply yarn to show you the stitches more clearly. I am using 4 ply yarn. So if you you can choose whatever color, whatever size you want, and the Ganesha will be resulted in according to the size of the hook and yarn you are using. Okay, so first we'll start with the face. Before that, make sure you have at least 2 colors. Okay, now I am using yellow for the top part and red for the bottom part, and for the crown I will use some glitter colors. Okay, so you also have 2 colors at least to the max. Okay, you can either use the same bottom color to the crown also. Now for starting the face, do a magic circle, yarn over into 2 fingers, pull this up, hold it, chain 2. This will not be our first double crochet, so I am going to do 12 double crochet inside the ring. Okay, if you feel like 12 double crochet, if you are using 5 mm hook, 4 ply yarn, and after completing 12 double crochet you feel like it is little bit bigger, you can reduce it to 10 double crochet also. But I want a bigger Ganesha, so I am doing 12 double crochet. Okay, I'm sorry, I lost my inline hook and I am struggling with the tapered hook. Okay, so I am doing 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. One more to go. So 12 double crochets. I don't count the chain 2, I will count only the double crochet. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and I will pull over and do a slip stitch. Okay, now as all like all the second rounds in the increase, we will be doing 2 double crochets in each. You can do 3 chains and use that as a first double crochet and then start the second double crochet in the same stitch, but I don't like this gap, so I will always do 2 chains and consider that as nothing, and I will do 2 double crochet in the first stitch itself, 2 separate double crochets. See? Okay, so when I do the complete the round, this 2 chains will buried inside the first and last stitches, and I'll be having no gap. So continue this 2 double crochets in each stitch, so you will be having 24 double crochet at the end of this round, and we'll do the last round for the face and start the next part. Okay, See, I have completed the second round and I have slip stitched into the double crochet, not in the chain 2. Okay, so the third round is just a single crochet round and it will be of a simple increase like 1 2 1 2 1 2 like that. So first double crochet you do a first single crochet you do in the first double crochet, and in the second double crochet you do 2 double crochet, and the third one and the next 2. Okay, this is how we will continue till the end, and by the end of this round we will be having 36 single crochet, but you don't have to keep a count on this because this is the last round anyway. So you complete this round, we'll start the next part. Okay, see, I have completed the third round and slip stitch into the first single crochet and cut this out. Okay, let it be. We can stitch it, weave in it inside after we stitch all the parts. Okay, now I'm going to do the bottom part with the color 2. Okay, so do the magic circle, chain 2, which will be considered as nothing, and do 10 double crochet. Whatever the count you have done in the first part, either 10 or 12, no matter it is, you'll do the 10 double crochets here. Okay, you may have questions like, if I have done 12, so I am doing 10 here. It's nothing like that. Whatever you have in whatever the stitches count you have here, irrespective of that, we are going to do 10 double crochets for the bottom part, because we have to have a 10 petals, 10 shells like this. Okay, so here also I have not considered this chain 2. I am starting with 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 double crochets. Okay, see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Always count before you pull it together. Okay, but if you count after pulling it, you may not have enough space to do a double crochet or do a stitch if you have missed something. Okay, so slip stitch into the first stitch by having the tail end on the top, so that we can weave in on the go. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. In the second round we will do 10 V stitches in each of the stitch. V stitch is nothing but double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Okay, so here we will do chain 3 instead of double crochet, because we are anyway having a chain 1 space with a gap. Okay, so do a chain 4 and do a double crochet in the same stitch. Now we form a V stitch, and from the next stitch onwards we will do double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So by the end of this round we'll be having 10 chain spaces with 10 V stitches. Okay, in those chain spaces only we will be working the third round. Alright, so continue this. I will meet you at the end of this round to start the next one. Okay, okay, I have completed the V stitch round, in which I have 10 chain 1 spaces. Now for the third round, so before that, for slip stitching I will be slip stitching into the third chain of the 4 chains. Okay, then only I will be having a chain 1 space for the first V stitch, right? So slip stitch into the third stitch, and then now we have to work in the chain 1 space, right? So slip stitch one more time into the chain 1 space. Now we are going to work the iris stitch. Iris stitch is nothing but 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. So chain 3, that will be our first double crochet, and another double crochet, chain 2, and finally 2 double crochet, all in the chain 1 space. Okay, so this is what we are going to continue in each of the chain 1 space. I am not doing anything after this, just start the same stitches in the next chain 1 space. Okay, you can do one chain if you are using small yarn, so that it will not be of much gap, but since I am using bigger yarn, I am doing 2 chains. Okay, so this is what I will be continuing: 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet till the end. I will be having 10 sets of this. Okay, continue, and we will do the 4th round, the last round together. Okay, see, I have done the 3rd round and slip stitch into the top chain of chain 3. Okay, now we are going to start the last round, the 4th round. Here if you see, I have used 3 ply yarn, so I have done the last round with the double crochet, 7 double crochet in each of the chain spaces. But now since I am using bigger yarn and bigger hook, because I want a bigger Ganpati, so I am doing triple crochet instead of double crochet. So first, before starting that, you do a chain 1 and do a half double crochet in the same space. There won't be any chain, but you do a half double crochet in between the first shell and the last shell. Okay, now do 7 triple crochets in the chain 2 space. Make sure your triple crochets are of same size from the first to the last. Hold it tight whenever you pull through 2. See, I am holding it very tight. If you see here, I am holding on the stitch and I am moving my hands every time I am pulling through 2 loops. Okay, so that way we make sure all the triple crochets are of same size. Okay, so I am doing 7 triple crochets in each chain 2 space. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. You can do more if you want, but 7 will be a reasonable size. Alright, so after the 7, I am doing half double crochet in between these 2 shells. Like after this 2 double crochet, before these 2 double crochet, I am doing a half double crochet. If you want to do double crochet in here, you substitute that half double crochet at the end with a single crochet. Okay, since I am doing triple crochet, I am making it a half double crochet to adjust with the height, otherwise it will be so clustered, right? So that is why. Now I am going to repeat the same 7 triple crochet, the half double, 7 triple crochet, half double crochet in all the chain spaces except for the last one. I am not going to do anything in the 10th shell. I will be just stopping it in the 9th shell, because when we attach the face in here, if we have the shell, it will be of extra space. Even though if we don't use it, it will be hard for us to stitch over this. So what I'll do, I'll just keep this 10th shell and without any petal. So I'll be stitching it on the previous round. Okay, so this is what way I'm going to continue: 7 triple crochets and a half double crochet in each section. Okay, so continue. I will meet you at the end of this round, and we will start up the next part. All right. See, I have completed the 4th round. Since I was using triple crochet, this itself has become very big, and this face also is little bit bigger, so it takes up to 2 shells. Okay, previously I told we'll start with 1, but now since the face is big and this petal also have become bigger because of the triple crochet, I have stopped at 8th shell, and when we stitch over these 2 shell, it will be okay. Alright, so now after the last half double crochet, we'll just chain 1 and cut this yarn. Okay, we have to stitch it with yellow color so that it won't be, the red won't be visible. It will be awkward when the red is showing on top of the face. Okay, so we'll be stitching it with the yellow color only. Okay, but don't worry, we will we'll start from here, the ears, and continue here, and then join the other ear. Okay, now I wanted to show you how the ear will look like. That's why I have done it off camera. Now we'll start doing this on camera. Okay, for this what we are going to do is, this also the same three rounds as of face, but if you see, we have done 2 double crochet rows and 1 single crochet rows in the face. Here we have done first and last are single crochet, and only the middle is the double crochet. Okay, so to start this, what we are going to do is, we have to have a 10 stitches in the middle, that too in a oval shape. So for that, what we are going to do is, instead of making a ring, we will be chaining 4. 1 2 3 4. In this 4 stitches, we will be having 10 single crochet. So for every single crochet, we'll have 1 chain extra, right? So 5 chains, and skip the first chain, do a single crochet in the second chain from hook, second single crochet in the third chain, and do 4 single crochets in the 4 chains. Okay, now we have to continue the same single crochet on this side of the chain. So for that, what we are going to do is, let me zoom in. Okay, for that, what we are going to do is, we'll be doing 1 center single crochet in the same 4th chain, and 1 more single crochet to come to the next side. You see, 1 single crochet for this side, 1 single crochet for the center, and 1 single crochet for the other side. So now we will continue the single crochet in the next chain, and in the next chain, and in the final chain. So if you see, what we have done is 4 single crochet this side, 4 single crochet this side, and 1 center single crochet in the same last chain. So for likewise, we have to have 1 center single crochet in the top also, right? Then only we'll be having 10 single crochet, 4 here, 4 here, and 9 10. Okay, now we are starting the second round by slip stitching into the first single crochet, chain 2, and do 2 double crochet in each of the stitches. So we'll be having 20 double crochets, right? One more time I am saying, 4 chains, 4 chains, 4 single crochet, center single crochet, 4 single crochet, center single crochet. That's it for the first round. Now we are doing 2 double crochets in each of the 10 stitches, so we'll be having 20 stitches at the end of this round. You do this, we'll continue how to make the ear shape in the third round. Okay. Hi, now I have completed the second round with 20 stitches, and for my third round what I'm going to do is that's half double crochet round. Okay, we'll just form this edge and this edge and continue the half double crochet. So for starting, what we are going to do a half double crochet in the first stitch, do a chain one, and do another half double crochet in the same stitch. So now we have formed this edge, this one. Okay, now do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 half double crochet to reach the other end of the ear, this end. Okay, we have to have a increase in this end also, right? Then only we'll be having the D shape, this end. Okay, so what we are going to do, after 7 stitches, after this increase, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, sorry, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and in the 8th stitch what you do, half double crochet, chain 2 and half double crochet in the same stitch. Okay, because this end will be more pointier than this end, right? So that is why. And after that we are going to do the increase. It is 1 1 2. Okay, so 1 half double, another half double in the next stitch, and 2 double crochet, 2 half double crochet. You don't need to worry about the count and the stitches on this side, because anyway when we stitch it together this will go under the face. Okay, so you don't have to worry. This many increase should come like that. Okay, so all you have to do is 1 1 2. So you continue the same and slip stitch into the first stitch, and then we'll start the crown part. Okay, okay, this is how I ended the second ear, and I have gotten the long tail end, so that when we attach it here from this side we'll be able to sew it up all together along with the bottom. Okay, so now we'll two parts remaining, one is the trunk and another one is the crown. Okay, so let's start doing the trunk. Okay, in order to do the trunk, what you need to do is, you don't have to measure this like I do. You can do the number of stitches what I am going to do, but if you are following your own size of yarn and hook, this is how you will measure for the size. Okay, you see, start from the, okay, keep it here, start from the middle round and end in the end after the middle round. You see this center round and this center round. You see my size is little over 3.5 inch exactly. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll do 3.5 plus we need a curve at the end of the trunk, right? So for that I will do half more inch. So for 4 inch I will do my foundation chain, which will be approximately around 15 stitches. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, let me move this out of this camera. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Okay, if I measure these, sorry, if I measure these 15 stitches, it will be little over 4 inch, but again when we do single crochet it will automatically reduce, right? So 15 stitches. When we do single crochet we'll do one more chain, right? So now turn your work. You all know we will be working in the back bump of the foundation chain. So skip the first chain, do single crochet in the second. You how you do is, whatever number of chains you are having, you divide that by 3. Okay, so in that 3 in the 3 parts you do single crochet only for 2 parts. For example, now I am having 15 chains, so I'll be doing single crochet in 2 parts, which is 10. Okay, so remaining 5 stitches is where we will follow the trunk pattern. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 sorry 8. You can do the foundation chain little bit loose so that it will be easy for us to work on the other side like we did for the ears. Okay, 9 10. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 chains are remaining, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 stitches are single crochet. So after this what I'll do, the 11th stitch should be not the 11th stitch, the first stitch of the third part is half double crochet. No matter how many chains you have remaining, you do half double crochet till you reach the second last chain. Okay, so since I'm having 5 stitches, I'm doing 3 half double crochet so that only remaining 2 chains are there. So this is how you have to do. How many chains you have done, you do you keep 2 chains remaining for double crochet. Okay, because the trunk will be wider at the top, right? So do 1 double crochet in the second last stitch and do 7 double crochet in the last chain. Okay, so which will form a clear circle. Then we come to the this side of the chain. Okay, so 1 do it tighter so that it will be easy for us to stitch it on the face. 1 2 3 4. This fourth stitch is our center stitch, and now if you see we are in the center of the chain, and now when we do 3 more we'll be on the other side of the chain. 1 2 3. Okay, so now as you remember we had a single double crochet in the second chain, second last chain, so we do the same on this side also. Okay, since we have worked in the back bump, we'll be having the perfect V on this side to work now. So we are going to follow the same thing what we have done on the other side now. Okay, so after the second double crochet we'll be doing 3 half double, because that's what we have done on the other side. You can clearly see what you have done in the previous end. Okay, so 1 2 and 3 half double, and remaining all are single crochet, but there is a twist at the end, so I'm sorry, this is not a half double, this is a single crochet. because we have to have a little curve, right? So we'll do that at the end of this single crochet. So continue single crochet all the way. See, I have weaved in the tail end all together while I'm doing, so that we don't have any more tail ends, because we already have many more tail ends to weave in and to stitch. So make sure you weave in as much as possible while you are doing. Okay, so you remember, when we do the first side, we have done all the same stitches, and in the last two stitch we have done the single crochet, sorry, double crochet, right? Like that, what we will do, how many chains you are doing, you do in the third stitch, in the third stitch from the last, you do 5 single crochet. 1 2 3 4 5 to form a curve. All right, so once this is done, you skip the next stitch because it will be difficult for doing anything in the next stitch. So do a single crochet in the last stitch. This way we'll form a curve at the end of the trunk. Okay, then do a slip stitch into the first stitch, first single crochet what we have done in the beginning. Okay, then again leave a long tail end, so that we'll use this tail end to stitch it on the bottom and in the face. Okay, this way when we have a long tail end and use that tail end to stitch, this way we avoid one other tail end if on one side, and it will be more secure. Okay, so like after this, what we'll do, we can have this way and attach it here, and this will be our trunk, and we'll use this one to stitch across. Okay, now we'll do the crown. You can choose as any color you want. If it is gold color, then it will be good, but I'm going with the same bottom color. If you don't have gold, or if you don't want to do that, you can have the same color as of the bottom. I'm sorry, the camera is blocking the light, so it is a little shadowy. Please adjust. Okay, now we are going to do the last part of the Ganesha, which is the crown. Okay, so right now we have done the bottom, the face, the 2 ears, and the trunk part. Now we will do the crown, which is optional. You can do the crown or you don't have to. Okay, Ganesha will be pretty no matter what. Okay, so now to do this, take any color of your choice, do a slip knot, do 6 chains, so that we'll have 5 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, now skip the first chain, do a half double crochet in the remaining 5 stitches, 5 chains, sorry. We can do single crochet itself, but this is the stitch, this is the row we will be using to stitch with the face. So it should be, if it is half double crochet, then it will be a little more secure than a single crochet. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 and the last stitch 5, and make sure you weave in the taillet, because we will never use the red one to stitch on the face. Face should never show the red color. Okay, so we'll use only the yellow one to weave in, because if this one shows on any of in between any of the stitches, it will not be good. Okay, so we will weave in all the tail ends of red So now chain 3, which will be our first double crochet. Do another double crochet in the same stitch, chain 1, do 2 more double crochet in the same stitch. Crown is up to you. You can make your own pattern for the crown, but this pattern I feel it more step by step. It will be little bit cuter than any other pattern I have followed. So okay, after this skip the next stitch and in the third stitch do a V stitch. We can do the same pattern 2 1 2 in here also, but if we do that, the crown will not be stiff at the end. It will be more wavy. You see here, it won't stand in the edge. It will be a little bit crooked. So we are doing V stitch instead of a shell in here, and in the final stitch we'll do the shell, which is nothing but 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 more double crochet. Okay, so this case we won't have a crooked one. Okay, now what we do, we need to work on the chain 1 spaces of the 3 parts. So now leave the first stitch, slip stitch into the second one and slip stitch into the chain 1. Okay, now chain 1, do a single crochet in the chain 1 space, then do 3 double crochet. This is the base for the top part. Okay, so we are doing this one here, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. We are doing chain 2 because we will be doing 7 double crochet in the next one. Okay, so here 3, chain 2, 3. Now again what we'll do single crochet in the next chain 1. So this round completes. Alright, now turn your work, leave the first stitch, do a slip stitch 4 times to reach the chain 2 space, because we have to work on the chain 2, right? So 1 2 3 and 4. Now do chain 3, 3 double crochets, 1 2 and 3. Now do chain 2, you can do chain 3 and do a slip stitch into the first chain, not on the stitch but on the chain. This part is where we can use the thumbnail to have a wall hanging. Okay, now after this do 3 more double crochet in here, 1 2 and 3. Now how we started, 3 chains, right? So we'll do the same here and do a slip stitch into the same chain 2 space, but don't fasten the yarn here. Okay, because here we had a perfect edging, so now we have to do the same here. Do 4 more slip stitch into each of the stitches till the single crochet, 1 2 3, and in the last single crochet you do the last slip stitch, then fasten the yarn. Okay, this way your edging will be perfect. You see, this will be our crown on Ganesha. Okay, so I will stitch all together and show you how it turned out. Okay, so this is how my Ganesha turned out. Okay, I have done some decorations with the star, golden star, and I have used beads for eyes. You can use the animal eyes or the bindi also, and the stickers also. And I have just done a little bit of laddu type of um, circle with the orange color. You can choose whatever color according to the main colors you have chosen. Okay, so this is how my Ganesha has turned out. Try this out with your own choice of colors, and make your unique project. Share it with me in Facebook group or Facebook page, or you can tag me at Ahilu Arts in Instagram also. More importantly, subscribe, share with your friends, comment your suggestions in the comment section. No, don't forget to click the bell icon so that you never miss any video. Thank you. Bye.